Hi, loves. I hope all is well. I'm going to do a pick of crystal reading for tomorrow, which is, Pluto in Aquarius. It's a huge day. This month and the beginning of this year have been a lot of changes and energetic shifts. I mean, we started off with Mercury retrograde ending on the first of the month, and um, now it's well, we were in the shadow period for about 2 weeks, probably a little bit longer because it was a heavy energy. But and then we had our new moon in Capricorn and the 111 energy portal and whatnot. That was a huge energy shift. We also had Juno go retrograde on the 12th, and right now we have no planets in retrograde at all, and that's we don't have any until April. So Juno is in retrograde, but Juno is an asteroid. It's one of the main belt asteroids in our sun solar system, and it's between Jupiter and Mars. So that's also all the like it's an energy that is very much about relationships and changing of relationships. So it's relationship with self, it's relationship with others, it's relationship with your place in the world. So it's really asking us to reflect and take time to look at our personal relationships in our lives, our relationships with ourselves, and reassessing and really reflecting on them and turning inwards. Because remember, our relationship with ourselves is the most important, because then that sets the stage for healthy relationships outside of ourselves when we have a healthy relationship with ourselves. And our healthy relationship with ourselves comes from, unconditional love, our healing, our higher perspective. There's no judgment, there's no animosity and stuff like that. There's just, honestly, there's just love, there's just a compassion, and there's just a joy for being who you are and for being a part of this life, so to speak. So we also have, obviously, tomorrow is the Pluto in Aquarius, and then we have the full moon in Leo coming on the 25th, and we also have Uranus going direct in Taurus on the 27th. So there's a lot happening energetically, and this month is very much about relationships. This whole, everything has been lining up for building healthy relationships with self and others, and building healthy relationships with our experience in this life. And it's very important for each of us to take that time to, review, reflect, reassess, and ask ourselves those hard questions. Where can I do better for me? Where can I have a healthier mindset? Where can I have, where do I need to release, toxicity and things that are not serving me, and whether it's, thoughts, emotions, attachments, because everything, as within, so without. So how you feel about you and how you feel about how you show up for yourself in this life, and how you do that is part of our journey, is part of our healing, because having a healthy relationship with yourself is the key. So, use all of these energies to really help you to be aligned and find your place within yourself, so that, remember, it's as within, so without. So when you feel safe and secure within yourself, you feel safe and secure in the world around you. And so it's a lot of shadow work, it's a lot of root chakra work. So there's so many things that are in progress right now, and it's all about clearing and expansion and revolution, and spiritual death and rebirth, transformation, very much dealing with the unconscious and what is below the surface, so that we can free ourselves from attachments and free ourselves from things that are not, in that good feeling, or things that are not healthy, or things that are not wanting to be what we create in the world. So if you say to yourself, this world's terrible and all that kind of stuff, you're going to be given more proof of that. If you allow yourself to say the world is beautiful, I live in a harmonious place, I have inner peace, then you're going to be given more to support that. So remember, it's as within, so without, and the universe is neutral. So taking that time to, be mindful of your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and where you're reactive, because where we're reactive is where we need that healing. That's the shadow work. That's the under the surface energy that helps us to clear and release, so that we are in that place of empowerment and in that place of stability and feeling safe and secure within ourselves. So it's a lot happening, guys. Do your research, and know that this is all about change, alignment. We're stepping into a place of complete power and expansion and deep transformation. And this is a once in a lifetime thing for all of us. So, and it's a beautiful thing. And also, Pluto will be in Aquarius until 2044. And so, you know, it's very important for you to know where Aquarius, Pluto, and Capricorn are in your birth chart, because it will give you so much more insight as to what this deeper meaning is for you as you. Okay? All right, my loves. So we have Malachite, and we also have Azurite. So whichever crystal you are feeling, ask your team for clarity. And we will start with a Malachite. All right. So what is our message for Malachite groups? Okay. Oh, don't fall on the floor. There we go. Okay. All right. So we have thriving, love, abundance, solitude, stand still, and simplicity. So this very much feels like, for this group, you have done a lot of inner work. You have done a lot of transformation, and really calling yourself out on your own challenges and issues and things that you've had to work through. And it's almost like just allowing this fluidity of compassion for yourself, and now it allows you to have compassion for others in the world outside of you. This has given you like time to thrive and time to, you know, you've gone from surviving to thriving. So now this is your time. Like, this is your time of receiving. So they're asking you to relax and receive. Relax into receiving. It's like you're standing under that apple tree, and the apples are just falling into your basket. You don't have to climb the tree. You don't have to pull the apples off. They're just, so you're just allowing, because you know that what is for you is already yours. So they're saying to make sure you're taking that time to, like, don't overthink. Don't try to force it. They're saying, like, come back to simplicity, come back to that place of ease, and know that my life is meant to be easy, my life is meant to be joyful, and I embrace the ease of my life. I embrace the simplicity of my life. I embrace the fluidity and joy of my life. And I am the vibration of abundance. I am the vibration of infinite wealth. I am the vibration of happiness and joy and bliss. So being that frequency of love is attracting more of that same frequency, because remember, we are magnetic beings. So they're saying the more you align with that frequency of who you are, and more that you align with the frequency of love and that high frequency of light that is, you know, literally flooding the planet right now, the easier this transition is going to be, and the easier the abundance of all things. Like, it's not just financial abundance, but abundance in happiness, joy, love. You know, you're just being given more of the same. So I feel abundant and joyful and happy. So you're being given more things to feel abundant, joyful, and happy. You know, you're cleaning out your closet, and it feels so good to just clear things and give stuff away, and, you know, like those, like the simplicity of life. And don't overcomplicate it. Don't try to control the big picture. The universe knows what you want, because you've experienced what you didn't want. And now the universe is like, oh, no, they want this. So step into that power, step into that place of receiving, step into that place of, I effortlessly receive everything from the universe, and I have everything I need within me. And, you know, having that mindset and having that creative power, they're saying really tap into that root chakra, and, well, actually the 3 lower chakras. So your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plex chakra. Your creativity, your passion, and you're safe and secure in that receiving. You feel safe and secure in being your wholeness and who you are and who you've come here to be. You're safe and secure in love. You're safe and secure in light. So really grounding into that energy is going to help this expansion and transformation and, you know, spiritual death and rebirth, because it feels like you've gone through a lot. And some of you are experiencing like a kundalini awakening, because I feel like there's heat going up my spine. So feel your way through that, and know that, you know, I effortlessly integrate this high vibration of love, this high vibration of light, and this high vibration of transformation, and have that mindset. And it's going to help you to really feel your way through it and enjoy it. Like, it's peaceful and wonderful and expansive, and it's really tapping into that passion and that creativity. So remember that you are the co-creator, you are the creator. So tapping into that and being that is where your power is right now, okay? All right, my loves. I hope that resonated. And now for our Azurites. Oops, sorry. All right, for our Azurites, what do we have for you guys? I'm stirring on all the cards, guys. All the cards. Okay. One more. Two more. Okay. So for you, my loves, we have follow your dreams, patience, relationship change, nature, teaching and learning, and rebirth. So for this group, I'm feeling very much about, it's like a natural flow of who you are, a natural flow of being in that alignment and receiving. It's like you're receiving all of these downloads because your crown is like just vibrating. So you're receiving all these downloads. So a lot of you may be feeling like pressure in your head or kind of like a woozy feeling, but it's like you're receiving a lot of downloads, a lot of upgrades, a lot of integration. So they're saying to, allow that to flow effortlessly and know that it's for your benefit. And they're saying to also, be patient with these changes, because it feels like there's some physical things going on as well, like some physical changes, like just aches that you didn't have before, or like I feel a lot in my my lower back, which is your root chakra. So working with your root chakra will help, and to not an upset stomach, but kind of a unsettled stomach kind of feeling. So they're saying to, make sure you're very, very hydrated, eat clean, structured water is great. Structured water, I have a video for structured water. It doesn't have to be complicated, and you don't have to buy anything to do it unless you want to, like you can do it yourself. So, structured water and just really simple things, meditation, breathing exercises, being in nature, just embracing the transits of nature, like feeling the wind, or tree meditation, just really simple things to help you to really be aligned with following your dreams, because they're saying you're following your dreams through your heart center. So opening your heart to receiving, guidance, and like going down this path or going down that path, like don't overthink it. Open your heart to receiving and don't limit. Like for this group, it just feels like they're saying to allow yourself to receive in infinite ways, because things are coming forward in unexpected and expected ways. But don't put everything in a box. Don't feel like, when we overthink things, it's like, okay, well, it could happen this way, or this way. So you're limiting how things can happen and how things can unfold. So Spirit's just saying, be infinite and unlimited in how you're allowing things to come forward, and allow them to come forward as they're meant to, and know that what is yours is always yours. So like, taking that time to integrate that energy of, I allow the infinite flow of whatever is mine to fall into my lap, so to speak. And they're saying, like, learn through every transit that you're feeling. It feels like you've gone through a lot of ups and downs, especially the last few months. And it's just like, they're saying like it's not like things are not surfacing, like intrusive thoughts and feelings are not surfacing to cause you grief or to punish you or to say you're not healed or anything like that. It's just showing you that, okay, these are just little fragments of things that are just to be released. So don't hold on to them. So when you have intrusive thoughts or feelings, allow yourself to validate them as your human self, to say it's okay that I'm feeling this way, but I also allow myself to release them and let them go. Because if they're not meant to be held on to, they're just surfacing to be able to, it's like, to be able to be released. It's like, when you walk through a pond and little bubbles come to the surface to pop, because you're disturbing the sediment and it's in the bottom of like the muck. So it's saying to allow that just to be what it is, validate it for yourself and release it, and keep it moving in a sense of, I allow myself to heal fully. I allow myself to let things go that aren't serving me, because this change of relationships is using your voice. So for those of you who are in healthy relationships, they're asking you to use your voice and like share your truth with your partner, and don't try to dim it down or like not in a sense of, well, I don't want to, say what I'm thinking because they'll think I'm crazy. Like somebody that is meant for you sees you as this fullness, as this wholeness. And relationships aren't about always agreeing with each other or always seeing eye to eye, or me trying to convince somebody else of what I see. Relationships are about you being your authentic self and you standing in that power and you standing in who you are, and that person accepting you fully and wholly for who you are, and lovingly understanding and seeing from a higher perspective that, oh, well, okay, I didn't ever think about it that way, but that's interesting that you think about it that way. Doesn't mean we have to agree to say, okay, yeah, I see it that way. It's just about learning and teaching and growing, because we can learn so much from each other. And that's not just romantic relationships, in friendships, in family, in, work partnerships, like anything like that. We can always learn something from every relationship. So whether, some relationships need to come to an end, and it's about accepting that with a heart-centered feeling of, I just know this isn't for me. And it also feels like some are waiting for kind of like a big reason to leave a relationship. Like you're just waiting for that, like, yeah, go ahead and do something so I have one solid reason to say I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. They're just saying, like, to allow yourself to flow with it, allow yourself to know that, what, this just isn't healthy for me and I need to take a step back. And it doesn't have to be messy and angry and hurtful, and healing. Like anything that we go through, we have to go through a grieving process. So they're saying to allow yourself to go through a grieving process, and make sure you're really understanding what codependent relationships mean, and attachments and all that kind of stuff, to know that you can have everything that your heart truly desires in a healthy relationship. And yes, that can be built from where you are, but only you know that. Like nobody is living your life, nobody's walking in your shoes. So you need to go within and ask yourself, is this serving me? Is this healthy for me and for, for each other? Like, or do we need, like, there's couples counseling, there's so many things you can do for yourself, but they're asking you to go within and ask yourself and allow the changes that are necessary in relationships to build healthier relationships. So this is also a relationship with yourself. They're saying, like, to make sure that you're using all of these tools and all of these experiences and all the wisdom that you have gained, not only from this life, but call in your divine team and ask them for that wisdom and that inner guidance, and that, divine guidance and divine intervention for the things that, I'm not feeling very clear on this, please show me. Like, so really work with your team and allow them to show you, because this whole transit right through to the end of the month, again, with Uranus going direct, it's about breakthroughs and it's about deeper insights and these revelations and like releasing attachments and everything like that. So your team is just saying, do this inner work, ask yourself those hard questions, feel your way through it, allow yourself to go through what you need to go through, whether it's a grieving process, whether it's a feeling of freedom, whatever it is that they're saying, to allow yourself to be present in it and allow yourself to be free from all attachment, so that you are fully stepping in and integrating this high vibrational energy of, revolution and expansion and change and transformation and spiritual death and rebirth and all that kind of stuff. And, seeing what's below the surface to say, okay, so am I fooling myself, or am I just trying to talk myself into this, or like that kind of stuff. So, and for those of us that are single, a lot of transformation is coming with that. So, meeting soul family connections, and I'm not just talking romantic relationships, but new friendships that are blossoming from like your soul family. Your healing is calling forward your soul family, because remember, people meet us at the vibration we are at, and when people are at a different vibration, it's up to us whether we're going to stay in our vibration or meet them at their vibration. So stay aligned with who you are authentically, and use that intrinsic power and that intrinsic knowledge to stand in your power and be strong in who you are and confident in who you are. Really ground into that and allow yourself to be grounded into that. And it's really going to help this transformation, because this rebirth, it's like you're literally, like they're saying, you're literally giving birth to yourself. So you're giving birth to a new vibration of self, and do that through love, and do that through compassion, and do that through that self-awareness and that mindfulness, because it's going to help you to integrate the higher vibrations of what is meant for you. Okay. All right, my loves, I hope that resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and you please take care and enjoy this beautiful transit for the rest of this month, because it is fantastic.